on.
Okay, the short ball, something that overall is not done very well all around the world, just like playing spin. And it's something that we can practice. It's something we can practice really well, really quickly, without a lot of equipment. As most of these drills you'll see today, they're just one-on-one. And if you and a mate are padded up from batting or about to bat, and you go and do some drills quickly and then come back, it's something where you can make a lot of improvement very quickly. So facing short balls, there's so many ways to do it. First one I'm going to do is I'm going to ask the batter not to actually touch the ball. And I'm literally going to try and hit him in the shoulders, neck and head. And his job is to either move swaying or to duck. And he's going to have to make that choice. I know you're thinking it's rapid fire, that doesn't happen in a game, and you're correct. However, what it is making him regain his balance really quickly. You could do this slowly as well and reassess after each one. That's absolutely fine too. Particularly if you're looking at the setup of the player and you're looking at how the setup transfers into a short ball, then perhaps it might be better to slow that down. Either way is fine. Now I'm going to go to some underarm. Now what you do need to do is define what the boundaries of the drill are. I'm going to tell Boggy, you are going to get balls fed between the top of your pad and your shoulder, okay? Also, I'm going to try not to get them that far side of your body because that's too easy. As soon as it gets that side of your body, it's too easy to move down there. What I want to do is try and get it from about where your shoulder is, so probably just outside of stump. That one. So as you can see, I'm a left arm overthrower, and I was throwing those from left arm over. However, you can mix that up, you can change it, you can go right arm over, right arm round, you can go wide on the crease, fine on the crease, you could put a bit of spin on them if you wanted to. There's so many ways in which you can mix it up, including getting a tennis racket. Now, it's not always the most accurate way of doing it, but it definitely is a challenge. The best way of making sure that you get a good feed is maybe by making your partner be someone who's half decent at tennis. As you can see, it's a really fast feed. It's hard to be accurate, but it's a really, really good feed. So if you need that extra challenge and the player really wants that extra kind of reflex action, definitely something to consider using the tennis racket. As we move on in these drills, we want to make it bounce. Why? Because we need to make sure that their judgment is where we need it to be when it comes game time. There's no point in having just on the full drills, because when it comes to game time, you have to respond to a bounce off the wicket, and that includes bad bounces, strange bounces, and you need to be able to adapt. So we're going to do some bouncing. Good footwork. Well done, good. Good soft hand. So something we always want to make sure that we do is encourage them. Whenever they play the right way or what we're looking for, make sure you get behind them and make sure that they know that they're doing the right thing. For each player, the emphasis will be different, okay? For some players, you'll really need them to not touch the ball outside off stump. For some of them, it's get out the way. For some of them, it's to hit the ball harder and follow through and not hesitate. Depending on what your emphasis is depending on what your focus is as you do the drill. Another way in which you can practice short balls is by using the ramp. Now this can be for short or it can be for full, it doesn't matter, it just depends on how you feed them and how you set up. You'll notice that my ramp is set up, I'll get you come forward now. You'll notice that the ramp is set up on this wicket, it's set up about where the short ball would pitch. So it's roughly halfway, just over halfway. Whereas if I was going to practice, and we can move into some practice for fuller balls, I would move this obviously forward at the point at which the ball would pitch. It's more realistic, and it gets the batter to start thinking about the actual bouncing point of the ball. Overall, emphasis on short balls is to make sure that the player is getting balanced in their position and making excellent choices, and doing that on a consistent basis.